Friends, Canadians, countrymen, lend me your ears. Remember 2018? The year Canada legalized recreational marijuana? Yeah, good times. But lurking in the shadows was a threat more potent than a double-stuffed beaver tail Trump's tariffs. Citing national security, because nothing screams national security like Canadian steel, Trump slapped a 25% tariff on steel and a 10% tariff on aluminum imports from Canada. Now, for those of you who think Canada's main export is politeness, we do apologize for that misconception. Think again. We ship a boatload of steel and aluminum south of the border. In fact, over 80% of it. So you can imagine the collective Canadian gasp echoing from the shores of Nova Scotia to the peaks of the Rockies. It was like finding out your friendly neighbor built a wall out of hockey sticks. This wasn't just about economics, it was personal. We share a border, a love of hockey, don't get me started on that, and an alarming number of Tim Hortons franchises. This tariff thing, well, it felt like a betrayal colder than a Winnipeg winter. Naturally, Canada wasn't going to take this lying down. We may be known for our politeness, but mess with our economy, and you'll see a side of us that's more hockey fight than peace treaty. Prime Minister Trudeau, with a diplomatic smile that could melt a glacier, announced retaliatory tariffs on $16.6 billion worth of American goods. Steel? Aluminum? Nah, we went for the jugular. Bourbon, ketchup, even playing cards, because nothing says we're serious like threatening America's beer and card game nights. The message was clear. You want to play hardball? We've got maple syrup reserves that'll outlast your whole administration. This tit-for-tat tariff battle, unfortunately, wasn't just a war of words and breakfast condiments. It had real consequences. The cost of goods on both sides of the border went up. Businesses, stuck in the crossfire, felt the pinch. The trade relationship, once smoother than a freshly zambonied rink, was suddenly looking a little rough around the edges. The tariffs hit some industries harder than a Zdeno Chara slapshot. Steel and aluminum workers, the backbone of many Canadian communities, faced job losses and uncertainty. The auto industry, heavily reliant on cross-border supply chains, sputtered like a Yugo in a snowdrift. Even the maple syrup industry, a national treasure if ever there was one, felt the sting of American tariffs on Canadian maple syrup products. The Canadian government, bless their generous souls, tried to soften the blow. They doled out financial aid packages like Nanaimo bars at a family reunion. But the damage was done. The tariffs had exposed the vulnerability of relying too heavily on one trading partner, even one as seemingly chummy as the US of A. But here's the thing about Canadians, we're a resilient bunch. You think surviving winter after winter of sub-zero temperatures doesn't build character? We took the tariff hit on the chin, dusted off our toques, and got to work. The government, with newfound zeal, pursued trade diversification, signing deals with Europe, Asia, and even the Trans-Pacific Partnership, because why not? We also invested in our own industries, becoming more self-sufficient. The whole ordeal was a bit like realizing you left your phone charger at your friend's house and having to figure out how to survive without endlessly scrolling Instagram. It was tough at first, but hey, we adapted. And you know what? It wasn't all bad. The tariffs forced Canada to look beyond its backyard, strengthening ties with other nations and proving that we're more than just America's friendly hat. It was a crash course in economic independence, seasoned with a dash of we'll show 'em spirit. So next time you see a can of Canadian maple syrup on the shelf, remember the journey it took. It's a testament to Canadian resilience, our ability to take a punch or a tariff and come out stronger, even if it means finding new markets for our delicious, delicious syrup.